Imagine COVID just gets to happen all over again one more time, right? Look, I know a lot of people might die, all right?
Let's not do this.
I was going to get Amazon. I was going to get Tesla. I was going to get NVIDIA.
You mean all those stocks?
I was,
I
but
bought all those stocks at the dip.
yeah, but my Wi-Fi didn't work and I was getting a blowjob, so I forgot.
Did the other guy's Wi-Fi work? Guess what we're talking about right now? We're going to go ahead and discuss the Hanta virus.
Hanta.
What is the Hanta virus?
I mean, at this point, you guys have probably all heard all of the different takes on how a lot of people believe it's not even real.
You got to start me on ground zero. I don't know shit outside of the fact that
comes
some
from
people
cruise ships.
was on a cruise ship.
Here's as ground zero as I can get. So yeah, an outbreak happened on a cruise ship. And because of that, nobody wanted to accept the docking because they're like, hell no, you're not going to dock in our country and give it to us.
I think they were at like a, what do you call it? Like a landfill in Argentina next to some like bird watching area. And they got infected there. They got on the boat. And then on the way to they're on a bird watching cruise. So they're stopping by different places. People are sometimes unloading and then like going back home, not doing the full cruise. So some of them were already gone. But then once the outbreak happened, they were just like, nah, you got to stay on the boat.
Yeah.
But some people already got off the boat.
Oh, fuck.
And then, but they got caught and quarantined though.
Yeah. So here's the breakdown. So 3 people died on the MV Hondias cruise ship from hantavirus infection. And again, before we address whether it's real or fake, I'm just going to give you guys like some of the data on it. And although there are 0 positive cases of hantavirus in the US, so there's no positive cases, the CDC is monitoring 41 people in different US states. Here's exactly who they are. So 18 passengers who are now in health facilities in Georgia and Nebraska are some of them when they're being monitored. There's 7 passengers who left the ship before the outbreak was discovered, and they're being monitored, and 16 other people who were exposed on a flight where someone with symptoms was a passenger.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, and then here are these are the states in which they're all located.
That's good.
Nevada doesn't have any.
That's good.
California's got 2. Washington has 3.
How about Hawaii?
You're good.
Nice.
Texas has 2. Arizona 1. Whoa, 16 are in Nebraska.
What is the virus and what are the symptoms other than possible death?
It has a pretty high fatality rate.
40% fatality if you contract it.
Damn. So it's pretty lethal.
But it's still like kind of mysterious because there's so much different info flying around. One of the more interesting bits is the fact that it's, just one of those governmental things.
Probably Bill Gates made it.
Funniest punchlines is that people are like, Hanta means, I guess like in Israeli, it means
Fake.
Yeah, it means like fake or like you've been bamboozled kind of a thing.
Bamboozle
It means
virus.
psych.
Yeah. But most of the stuff that you're going to see online is pointing towards that.
This is the psyop. Every virus from now on is going to be called bamboozled, phony, fake, psyop,
fake news.
Yeah, and then we're going to be like, everything's real.
Yeah.
It's the lie virus.
It's again, like, I'm not out on the field interviewing people, so I don't know. But yeah, that's what we know so far. Tomorrow, this map could be a whole lot more purple. I don't know. We already know that, with every kind of outbreak or any kind of pandemic, there's lots of money to be made. A lot of people become billionaires to trillionaires overnight.
So are you guys going to get the vaccine or?
No, look, guys. I think we have a fucking opportunity right now.
Let's hear it.
We start selling JK masks.
Imagine COVID just gets to happen all over again one more time, right? Look, I know a lot of people might die. All right.
Let's not do this.
We are fairly in the medium range where we probably will be okay. Mm-hmm. So we should probably
from a 40% fatality rate.
I'm just saying, like we got a higher shot.
Okay.
But now we know how to like fire ourselves and collect unemployment. Now we know how to apply for PPP loans. What? Now we know how to make fake. You said just right before we were filming, you're like, I want to create a data clearing center. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Dude, we have a chance, and I know a lot of people are gonna die, but that happens every day anyway.
We can do the JustKiddingNews daycares. We can start.
I'm just saying,
we've been
we
talking
got to
about.
think about this 2 steps ahead.
Antivirus hospice,
Ooh, that's a good ring to it.
0 patients.
Check if it's taken.
Look, I might
Check if the
die.
Dunn
I might
ticket.
die. So if we're gonna go down anyway, what happens if we survive it? We're just gonna watch all of our smarter friends again come off of it rich? Nah, we got to get in there ahead of the game. We got to start all the learning centers. We got to start all the hospices. We got to collect all the funding. Maybe let's start a vaccine. I just feel like
Do our own vaccine. JustKiddingNews
make a
vaccine.
vaccine.
Start a vaccine.
I'm down to buy a mask machine, and we could make masks.
You don't want to do that? You don't want to make masks?
We do masks. We could do that for sure.
We could. I
could do
would know how
69
to do
ranch
it really well
masks.
now. I definitely know how to do it. We sold out like crazy.
Yeah.
It just also sold out our company, and we could never wear masks for the rest of our lives. But we could do it.
Okay. Isn't there an AI way to do this? That
You want me to take advantage of everything?
Hey,
Yeah.
AI, can you teach us the best scams that we can run during a pandemic?
We'll just do lead generation on who's most likely to be contracted and die, and then from there we'll buy out the funeral homes before that and make sure all the plots
That's
are.
not a scam. That's just thinking ahead.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The PPP version though, where we start firing ourselves and collecting unemployment on that funeral lot.
Dude, that's crazy how many people did that one. The fire myself and collect. Oh my God.
We have friends that did it. Bart was too honest, and because he's a good Boy Scout.
That's what I'm saying. The second, fool me once, blah blah blah. The second coronavirus, let's take PPP. That's what the
I didn't
saying
even
is, right?
know about it because I was too busy fucking going on road trips. Yeah, I didn't. But I was gonna get Amazon. I was gonna get Tesla. I was gonna get Nvidia.
You mean all those stocks?
I was,
I
but
bought all those stocks at the dip.
yeah, but my Wi-Fi didn't work, and I was getting a blowjob, so I forgot.
That's a good reason.
Test
though.
me.
It's a pretty good reason.
Did the other guy's Wi-Fi work?
That's never happened to you when you're in the middle of buying stocks,
You can just use his phone.
and then you got distracted, and then the Wi-Fi
Did you
didn't
use your
work,
boyfriend's phone to check?
and then the Wi-Fi went out.
All you got to do, literally,
He has the pass key to your phone.
you're just like this right now.
No.
Jeez, dude. How would the pelvic thrust on the same couch?
No, that's the suction power.
After you came, you fell asleep, and then you woke up and you forgot because you're hungry. So then you went and then you walked down the street.
And then did you ever wish you could?
got
and then,
falafel.
and you had
Yeah.
you and with
That never happened to you, where you were like, I was gonna do that,
that you could do anything.
and then you never get around to doing it.
Yeah, it happens every day.
Yeah. And I could have bought those stocks like when it was really good, and I still did in a week after because I forgot.
A whole week?
Yeah, I just forget things.
You kept getting head?
Yeah, every single time I try to buy stocks.
His boyfriend kept sucking him off.
That guy's pretty good.
You look so hot when you're about to buy stocks.
He's like,
thinking
no,
about
no,
buying
come here,
Amazon again?"
Joseph. Like, oh,
Barry. Not before I
I
hit
should've
buy.
just stayed on my business game.
Yeah.
Got distracted.
Well, now you have a chance, like Anthony's saying. You know, we're in a very early stage. You can get it now and do all the things you need to do. Prep. Set your buy thing.
How likely do you think people would comply if they try to pull another like lockdown and like all this stuff again?
I don't think it's going to be easy to
I'll probably drive right over to my mother-in-law's house, who I know is watching, Mom. And then once she puts that vaccine in her hand, I'm like, get that shit out of here, dude. Can't be taking booster number 19, by the way.
Yeah, the news has been trying to get this thing to happen over and over. I mean, Hanta is like one of them, but ever since COVID, every time one new thing is like creeping in, they all like seem like
Try to scaremonger.
they're just trying to like test the waters and be like, can we do it again? Can we make billions again?
What if we actually had a real scary like plague?
Like a real one.
Like a real one that used to actually kill people, like the bubonic plague.
Damn.
So like the coronavirus, when it actually was killing people.
It wasn't. Not at the same rate.
Not compared to bubonic, yeah.
Not the Black Death. That was the catacombs is for them, you know? Like, but I'm like,
So something where like we're burning bodies because it's just by the masses, and there's ain't nobody immune. Children, old
Yeah.
people.
And you said, what will we do?
With bubonic, back then, all they could do was just let it pass.
Well, there was a lot of reasons why it was spreading so aggressively, but it's because humans, their hygiene was so bad. They didn't know,
They
like,
just poop everywhere.
it wasn't affecting people like more healthy and isolated.
Aristocracy.
Wasn't their healthy lifespan like 39?
Not even. It was like 22, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Their lives. Well, the thing is, when you're in the city, like back then, like most people didn't live in the city, but then they were crowded. They were shit everywhere because they didn't have toilets. So people would shit in a bucket, and in the morning they would throw it outside. So the whole road was covered in shit and piss.
And everyone's just walking on it.
It was the rats that had the infected fleas that would jump on other people, like humans, and then infect them, right?
Oh.
But certain people weren't getting sick. The same people that weren't getting sick, their genetics is also they don't get AIDS.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Oh, they don't get AIDS?
There's people that were around all the infected.
There's people that are genetically AIDS proof?
Was it a region of people? Was it an ethnic group of people? Like, what is it?
I don't know, but they're Europeans, and then but they were the ones taking care of like the villagers, and then for some reason they weren't dying. But then anyone that has roots to these genetics, they can't get AIDS.
Were they Chinese and were they administering the disease as well? We're just handing it out. Yeah, they're just handing out the disease and seeing if their vaccines work.
That's how you know they're Chinese. Is when you catch them.
The Chinese were behind the bubonic plague, everybody.
Whoa, was that
okay?
a bat in your pocket? What did you just eat right now?
What they say though, they say it came from the east. All plagues, they say it came from the Silk Road from fucking China.
Trade, yeah. I guess that's just easy to do, right?
But would you guys fight back though if they try to do another lockdown?
Yeah.
I would take advantage of it for sure. I'm just saying, we was in LA and that was the craziest lockdown by social media and by experience. Right? That was one of the craziest lockdowns. But then a lot of our families who were in OC, it was just not the same at all. And that's
They
down
were
to
chilling, dude.
They were outside. They was just outside and stuff doing. And I'm like, wait a minute.
So opposite.
By like a 15 with no traffic during that time, by like a 15-minute drive, like your city can determine a completely different lifestyle for you and your business. Nah, dude, like
The funniest thing is that you'd get arrested for paddleboarding alone on a lake.
Dude.
yeah.
I can't believe that shit.
If we're watching Dana White in real time move everything over to like Saudi Arabia or whatever in order to like bypass like rules in one space, then I'm just gonna play the same rules. I'm not breaking the laws. I'm just gonna like read where the rules are everywhere else.
Hey, I just hope I don't get bit by that tick that turns you vegan.
Oh yeah, that one.
Who's like chilling with Bill Gates? Hanta virus is probably Bill Gates.
The Bill Gates tick.
The Bill Gates tick.